Okay, today we're going to take out an element. Now I've already taken it out of the packs. There's so many different packs. I could take it out of one pack at a spa and it wouldn't even be your type of heat tube. Now there's so many different ones. Here we have one that's in a totally different pack. So you see these, all these, that's where it connects to the pack. So it depends on what types of pack you have. Like this one here, there's one on the bottom. There's one right here, that's the ground. And then there's one right here. So what I've done is instead of trying to take it out of one type of pack, it doesn't really apply to you. Now taking the heat tube out applies to everybody. Okay, so it doesn't matter if it's that one or that one. Once you get that far where you've taken the heat tube out, I'm going to show you how to take the element out. Now, normally you'll take this off too, just so you know it doesn't break off or anything like that. So take your pressure switch off. So now we're going to take these bolts off. Okay, I've already kind of loosened them off, but you just use a wrench. Just use a wrench, pull them off. Keep that. Now the new element you're gonna get is they're gonna have all these bolts in it. Now sometimes it doesn't drop down like that, so you really got to push it down with needle nose or a screwdriver, and you kind of push it down. Sometimes they're tight, and you just push it, and then right there. Then make sure when this comes out, make sure that these O-rings, make sure it comes with it. Sometimes they stick on the back side of the tube, and it can mess up when you put in the next one there, and then it won't seal properly because you'll have one on the next one. Now this one's pooch, so put that to the side. Now we have our new one here. Now you can get different ones. Again, you have to put these O-rings on. It will come in the pack that when you get your element. So make sure this goes on. You can always put some O-ring grease on there too, and I'll link that on the bottom. Now if you're not sure on when you take the element out which one to get, like if it's a 4 kilowatt or 5.5 kilowatt, sometimes they do. This one doesn't have it, but sometimes they're stamped on there what type of element it is. Now let's see if the other one has it. Yeah, that one doesn't even have it either. But if it's not on there, check it anyway. Then you can check on the heat tube. So you can see there, it's a 4 kilowatt. So even on the element there, it'll say 4,000. That's a 4 kilowatt. And then same as this one here, it's a 5.5 kilowatt. So that's to figure out what element you need. Now we're going to put this in. Also, when you're taking this out, inspect it. When you take this off, clean this all off. And sometimes it's all it's rusted and it's all the little pinholes. Now you have to get a new heat tube. And again, it's all on the heat tube, which type of heat tube you need. Now if the stickers are gone, you just measure from side to side. So this one's normally there's a 15 inch. Sometimes they're a little shorter, sometimes they're longer. You just measure it. The diameter is the same. Okay, so we're going to put this element in. So you got to be really careful of scratching this too much. Okay, sometimes it's hard to get in, but once you get to the center, you kind of offset it a little bit. That's down center. See how it's going down the center or the side of it a bit, so you can get up in the holes. So you kind of go past that a bit, and then it will twist in. Sometimes you gotta get a needle nose in there, very gently, just go past it a bit, and then twist it, and it will pop up. And again, make sure those gaskets are in there right. They don't fall off. Now I'm putting it upside down here because it just depends on what type of pack you have or element, and some of them are really hard to get in. Yeah, it's not rounded, so Sometimes you get needle nose in there a bit, and I try not to scratch it. You can see it a bit. Okay. It's almost there. So you got past that. Gotta be very careful. So it's gonna, again, look in the bottom and make sure those gaskets are on there. Okay. Once you get it on there, let's hold one end up because it's just gonna drop back down, and then put your nuts on. Put the other one on. Okay. Tighten a bit. Now we want to keep that straight, nice and straight. So you see the pressure switch. You want to have that, not this element, not side to side or not too close up. So try to get as close as possible. You can get a screwdriver in there and kind of, you know, go side, move it the side to side or kind of up a little bit, but don't pry it too much. So try to keep it center. So what I do is I put my finger on one side like this, because when I twist it, it's going to go clockwise. So I'm preventing it from in here from going against the heat tube. And plus you can feel it too, if you can feel it like pulling and stuff. So go back side. You don't have to like super tight, just snug. Again, you could feel in here if it's straight or not. So that's when you're tightening this out. If you just do this and just tighten it, then you look and then, oh geez, it's twisted right against it. You don't want it touching. You don't want that element touching at all, this tube. So I just put my hand in there just to hold it center, and you can feel it. So, you know, it's a little snug, not too tight. Okay. And again, I could feel that it's center. See, it's center all the way. Okay. That's how you do it, dead center. Okay, and it's not going to hit that pressure switch. Okay. If you like this video, subscribe, share it. Any comments on the bottom would help a lot. Anything you want me to show. Now I just do a short video. I just did a short video on how to change an element, because you don't want to watch 20 minutes of me trying to pull this heat tube out of a pack. Okay, we'll see you in the next one.